Okay. Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of the Extra Features Movie Review Podcast. This episode has no number. This is our favorite lists, our top 10 for the year 2024. I'm Doug, and I'm joined by Simon. How you
I
doing,
am, and
Simon?
I'm great. And look at this, Doug. I'm going to sit up, and I got my extra features purple merch, which you can find it
Nice.
on our site. And just click the button, and you can get a shirt like this. Doug doesn't
So
even have a shirt like this because
I
I only
don't.
have the only one
So
made is
what
this
what
one.
what is our site, Simon? How can people find that?
Extrafeatures.ca. We're on YouTube, which you'll find this lovely thing. You'll find that. We're on Spotify, Blue Sky, Twitter. Extra features. Facebook is probably the best way to find things out because I tend to post it occasionally. And I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, I think I got every. Oh, iTunes. Got iTunes.
On Letterboxd.
Oh, and Letterbox. Well, I'm extra features on Letterbox.
And
Doug,
I'm Doug Hayner on Letterboxd. You could see what I've been watching.
it's not as exciting as me, guys. He doesn't watch as many movies. He tries to, but can't keep up.
That is true. In 2024, I managed 370 movies. I
See,
counted them up.
I have a problem with this thing because I don't put all the independents I watch on Letterbox.
Okay,
So
why
maybe I
not?
should, and I could get ahead of you.
Go for it. It
I
also
actually
bumps up
should
your
this year
count.
actually record all the independents I watch because I watch hundreds of things for short film festivals I have to judge and stuff like that. So I don't put those up.
I say if they're on there, they're fair game. Put that you're
Okay.
watching.
Well, I don't know. I don't want people to know what I'm watching when I judge. I think that's rude to the people participating in the festival.
That's fair. You could always log them after the festival's
I
over.
could if I remembered, but I probably won't. So I'll just put my main stuff on there and I forget half the time. So, Doug, what did you
Yeah.
think of this year? Come on, help me out.
This year, I will be honest, it was kind of a downside for me. There weren't a lot of very good movies, in my opinion, until the end, towards the end of the year. There, there were a few good movies at the beginning of the year, but not a lot. I
Are you
knew the
talking
end
about
of.
Night Swim? Your big movie at the beginning of the year, Night Swim? Is that what you're referring to? My first film
Oh
logged
yes, yes, with Kurt Russell's son.
of 2024 was Night Swim.
Yes. No,
And
I
this year
I
it's
think
Wolfman.
I think the first good movie of this year was Dune Part Two, in my opinion.
That was April, wasn't it?
Might have even been March or
Okay,
April.
fair enough.
So pretty early, but I think most of the good stuff, again, in my opinion, came out at the end of the year.
I agree. I have to say, I mean, I have a problem, as you know, every year of compiling a top 10 list.
Hmm.
And if we did this in, let's say, early November, I was screwed.
Really? You couldn't
I
find 10?
wouldn't be able to find 10.
Okay.
So
So
it
I
would have
guess
been close.
you're not gonna have many honorable mentions then.
I have zero, as always, honorable mentions.
Okay.
But we'll let Doug do as many as he wants. And usually our best friend Kevin's here, but Kevin's busy this week. So he
Yes,
was
he
unable to
he he
attend.
does a lot of convention work, so
He does. And he's
he is
so to
not
Kevin,
here.
when you watch this, you're in Portland, Oregon, as of right now, because I know you are. So Doug,
Um,
let's start off. Like, what do you have as your number 10 film? Let's see if I did not see it. Challenge me,
well,
Doug.
first I will give my honorable mentions. There's not that many of them,
Well, hang on.
but
No,
I
no,
will.
no. I want to hear those at the end.
You want to hear those at the
I
end?
want it at the end. I'll let you do your honorable mentions. I want to
Okay.
hear what, because let's leave me in suspense, is what I'm trying to
Okay.
say.
All right. Well, my number 10 actually came out earlier in the year. It is Late Night with the Devil. I
Not
thought
shocked at this pick.
I thought that was a really good horror movie. I really loved David Desmalchin's performance in it. I thought I had a blast watching it. Yeah, highly recommended. It's my number 10.
just because we like to sidetrack on this show, do you guys have this thing called A&W root beer in the States? Does it
Yes.
exist? Okay.
Yes, we do.
Sorry, just so people know, Doug lives in the USA. I live in Canada. I just like to bring up random things to throw him off topic occasionally.
Like A&W root beer. Okay.
Just random things. So my number 10 choice, and I'm convinced is a film you've not seen. It's a film that actually shocked me how much I liked it.
Okay. I can't wait to
Uh,
see what it is.
it's and you know how I am about my independent films. I always like to have one on my list that kind of blows people away I liked. So my pick is Tuesday.
I have not seen that.
Yes, I knew I'd sneak that one
Okay.
in on the Doug. I just feel this film, I mean, does something I've never seen before.
Okay.
Fascinated by the bird of death coming to visit somebody. And that's the film. And then the bird talks and has all this stuff and things happen. And I gotta say, I absolutely loved it. I was shocked how much I enjoyed this film.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in that, right?
She's the lead, yes. There's only
Okay.
really three characters in the whole film.
Okay.
Actually, four. There's four.
All right. My number 10 is probably the front runner to win the Oscar this year, I will say. I know you said we'd avoid Oscar talk, but
No, we could talk about Oscars.
okay,
We just can't talk about our picks.
fair.
That'll be another show coming up.
Yes. Well, my number 9 is The Brutalist.
You saw this finally?
Yes, I finally saw it. I thought it was, I'm gonna sound like I'm dragging it, but I'm not. I thought it was very good. I thought it was shot gorgeously. My only issue is that it kind of felt like it knew it was an important movie that you have to watch it. But I mean, Adrian Brody was fantastic. The cinematography was great. Uh, yeah, I loved it. Guy Pearce was fantastic. Uh, I really liked it. It does have the long runtime. There is an intermission, so they give you 15 minutes halfway through where you can go to the bathroom or strike up a conversation with somebody sitting next to you, see what they're thinking about the movie. I really enjoyed it. So Brutalist is number 9.
Hold on. I gotta ask you a question. As you watch the film, the 15-minute intermission comes on. There's somebody you don't know beside you, you've never met them, go, hey, what do you think? Did Doug do that?
I did not do that, but I have heard about people who did do that. So
Oh, I know
just not
somebody that
me.
would be doing that. This guy right here.
You would?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
If it's some threw somebody's game off, 100%, I'd be all over that. And I have to agree with you. I think the Brutalist will probably be my choice. But at this time, I'm saying I'm undecided because I really
Okay.
have not put pen to paper on anything. My number 9 film is probably going to appear on a list of Doug's that we'll do probably in a later podcast called The Worst Films of 2025. I love musicals. I'm sorry. Doug knows I do. It's one of my favorite things to torture him with. This and romance films, because I love those too. So Wicked is my number 9 choice because I just
Okay.
love this play. And you I mean Cynthia Erivo just shows you how it's done,
Yeah.
why
I
she's talented.
no, it was very good. Wasn't for me, but it was very good. It's not on my worst list.
I am
So
shocked too because how much you love your musicals.
all right. My number 8 is A Real Pain. The Jesse Eisenberg,
Really?
Kieran
You
Culkin
really
movie.
like this that much?
I really enjoyed the performances by the leads. I don't know if it would have made my top 10 until the very final shot.
Okay.
Uh, the last shot of the movie gave a whole new meaning to the title, and that in and of itself blew me away. Kieran Culkin is fantastic. Jesse Eisenberg. Pretty much plays Jesse Eisenberg, but I really enjoyed it. I thought the chemistry between the two of them, the group that they go on the tour with, was all very good. I had no idea it was Jennifer Grey until
Oh,
I
I did
saw her
because
name
she's
in
in
the
the credits.
credits.
She's in the
Um,
credits, and she
yeah,
looks like Jennifer Grey with a
I
nose
didn't
job.
know it was her. But yeah,
I
A
did.
Real Pain is my number eight.
I was watching this film going, is this how Doug's going to treat me on a road trip? These things went through my mind numerous times. You're Jesse Eisenberg, and I'm the other guy.
Oh, you're curious. So you would take my phone and listen to music in the shower?
Oh, 100%. And you know I would.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, who's denying that? But I could just see Doug going, I'm going to kill this guy. Anytime now, Doug's just going to kill me. And that's what went through my head this whole film. I think it's a solid choice. I want
Mhm.
to give that to you. But I was thinking me and Doug on a road trip, but I don't know if I can be this much of a jerk to you.
Okay.
I don't really
Well,
think that's my personality.
I mean, we're not reviewing it right now, so I won't
No,
get into all
we're not
my
reviewing
thoughts.
anything. We're just discussing me and you on a road trip.
See, I don't think he was intentionally being a jerk. I think that was part of the title of the film. I think he
True.
was in a real pain.
He
So that's
was.
why he was acting the way he was.
My number seven choice is a film that I'm quite shocked made my list, but
Or actually, you still have to do your number eight.
oh, sorry, number eight film. Sorry, number eight film is a film I'm shocked actually made my list. The more I think about this, the more I like the acting, the more I liked it. I do have a few issues with it, but we discussed it on our show. Go find it, people. It's the film's Conclave. We did have a long discussion. But the more I think about it, the more I just love the acting in this film. I love the shooting in this film. Overall, I didn't love the film, but I just parts of it just still are in my brain. How well this film was shot, how it was
Yeah.
just laid out beautifully. And then I'm like, my issue is just my issue, but I can't take it away how good this film was. I'm just fussy, and I know that about myself. And Doug knows about me. I'm just a
Yes.
fussy man that watches too much film. So Conclave is my number eight film, just strictly on the acting alone.
All right. Well, my number seven is a complete unknown. Honestly, I thought this would be higher up on my list, but there are movies I like more. Uh, I really enjoyed Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. I love the way it portrayed Dylan as just a force of change in the 60s, and the music was incredible.
I 100% agree with you. There's no issues with your choice on that one. My number seven choice is no, it's higher on Doug's list, guaranteed. But I think
Okay.
Doug will be shocked this even made my list by knowing what I'm like. But this thing just blew me away. I think the concept was phenomenal. I think the acting was incredible, and it just amazed me how much I enjoyed The Substance.
Nice. Very. I
I
am shocked
just,
it made your
I
list.
just, it's not a typical Simon film, and Doug would say that. But
Hmm.
again, making this list made me think. And I think about The Substance all the time and how
Yeah.
incredibly effed up it was, and how
Hmm.
it's just amazed me that I enjoyed it so much.
Yes. All right. Well, my I might as well just get right into my number six because it is also The Substance.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
I thought it was like you said, it was incredible. I mean, Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley just gave incredible performances. Dennis Quaid eating shrimp was one of the most
Oh,
disturbing things I've seen in a film this year. Uh, just really good. I love the directing. I'm so happy that Caroline Farge got the Oscar nomination for
she
directing.
should. The film is great.
Yes, I love The Substance. I thought it was fantastic.
Well, this is really strange because my number six choice is your number seventh choice.
Okay.
Is a complete unknown. I just love this film. My only issues with this film, it really doesn't tell us anything about Dylan. It gives us such a small fragment, and we still don't know who he is. So I think that was the whole title of the film, a complete unknown. We still don't know who Dylan is. We don't know anything about him. We just
Right.
see he writes some great songs. He pissed off a lot of people, and he doesn't care. And that's Dylan, and I accept that in the film. I mean, Timothy Chalamet continually impresses me.
Yes.
I mean, I love him in Willy Wonka. I don't know if it made my top 10 list last year, but it's very close to making it.
Okay.
So, to me, Chalamet is just incredible talent. And I just enjoy him in everything he does. He can do no wrong with me right now. So I'm looking forward. So my number,
Yeah.
what are we, six? I
Hmm.
get is your number seven. So there you go. Very
All right. Well,
strange.
to continue the Chalamet train, my number five is Dune Part Two.
Oh
I
my God.
uh, I Dune Part Two was incredible. It was everything I wanted from a Dune movie. It was visually impressive. It had great action. I thought Chalamet, Javier Bardem, Rebecca Ferguson, they were all amazing. Zendaya, and it looked amazing. It was fantastic. I love Dune Part Two.
Okay. My number five is shockingly a film is Doug has not seen yet, which I'm shocked at. This film was so under my radar, and I wasn't even going to watch it, even though my friends on Facebook were telling me how good it was. I only watched this because it got so many nods at the Golden Globe. So my number five choice is Amelia Perez.
Okay.
Absolutely blew me away, this film, how much I enjoyed it.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, if I had a film that almost brought me to tears, it would be Amelia Perez.
Okay.
It was close. It absolutely stunned me how much I love this film.
Okay. It's another musical, so I will.
You know, but
Yes.
it's more than just a musical, this one. It gets me. It really just dug in. And I think if you have children, which I do, this film speaks to me.
Okay. All right. Well, my number four, I don't know that it spoke to me, but it definitely made me laugh out loud. It's Hundreds of Beavers. I loved this movie so much. It was a live action cartoon, and I loved it from start to finish.
You know what's really strange, Doug?
What?
My number four is Hundreds of Viewers.
Nice.
I mean, you get an Acme cartoon for an hour and a half. I'm in. This
Yeah.
film just builds and builds on jokes and continues them
Hmm.
nonstop. Absolutely, people go see Hundreds of Beavers. That's all I have to say.
Yes. All right. Now we're in the top three. My number three has actually already been mentioned by you earlier this episode, Simon.
Uh-oh.
It is Conclave. I I
Oh,
agree with everything you said. The acting is incredible, but I would also add the cinematography. I think this, in a year of pretty damn good looking movies,
oh,
Dune Part
looks
2, The
beautiful.
Brutalist, I think Conclave might have been my favorite shot movie. I think that one,
Oh,
I think,
beautiful
had the
shots.
best cinematography.
I agree. I may get smacked here by Doug in my number three, but I think it might be Doug's number one choice, but we're going to find out. But it's the one filmmaker I told you I've never seen this first film for some reason because I just don't know why I haven't seen it. Even though it got good reviews, I will eventually see it, I promise. His films have been number one every time he brings a film out, except for Red Rocket. So it was never made my
Okay.
top 10 list. My number three choice is Nora. Just friggin' loved this film.
That shocked. I for sure thought it would be your number one. I
It
really
is
did.
not my number one.
Okay.
I know you did, and it's not. But no, Florida Project is still my favorite film of his.
Okay. I still have to see that. My number two, I know for a fact you hated this movie.
Uh-oh.
You said flat out you did not like this. For the longest time it was my number one, but it is Civil War.
Oh
I thought
God!
I
Please tell me this is a mistake in your handwriting.
no, I have watched this movie like 4 times now, and it still holds up for me. I think Kirsten Dunst is incredible. Kaylee Spaney is incredible. The whole story, the way it's shot, I really liked Civil War.
Don't kill me on the top 10 list, okay? Please don't kill me on the top 10 worst list. You might be in for a surprise.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, that's fine.
I don't
Everybody
know.
can
I don't know yet. I haven't written it. Now, I have really, I would say, a tie for one. So I have to flip a
Okay,
coin. So my number two could be my number one, and my number one could be my number two. Does that fair?
that's fine.
Just be, my number one is my number one because of what I am. So my number two film, I friggin' love this film. For the first time I ever saw it, I could watch the film every few weeks and I'd find something new. I mean, from the score to the direction to the just banter in the film. Challengers is my number two film.
Okay.
I just friggin' love Challengers. Absolutely friggin' love it. Luca Guadagnino just I think this is
I
gonna be his
still haven't
masterpiece.
seen it. I still
Oh my God.
okay.
We never
All right.
reviewed
Well, my
Challengers.
no, we didn't.
Oh, you're gonna be paying the price for that soon.
I did see Luca's other movie this year, Queer.
I have not seen Queer yet. It's on my list.
I've seen that. That'll be an honorable mention, I will say.
Okay.
Uh, but my number one, you've mentioned it already. It's Honora. I was
I
just
knew it.
absolutely, I was blown away by this movie. The acting, the writing, the direct, just everything about it. I just adored.
Well, we know what my number one is. Doug can even tell you right now. He knows no doubt about mine what my number one is.
I have a guess. Yes.
Listen, I've read all the books. You're
Hmm.
giving me what I want. It's Dune 2. Thank you, Denny Villeneuve. All I have to say is, mwah, thank you. This is my dream. I read every one of these books. I love this world. This is it. Thank you. And that's it, Doug. We're done for
Yeah.
another year. No more of this stuff. It's all going in the garbage.
Wow. Okay. Can
So,
I do my honorable
oh, yes,
mentions?
before I do the big thing, yes.
Okay.
Maybe we'll let you do it this time.
All right. My honorable mentions would be Queer.
I haven't
Daniel
seen it yet.
Craig was fantastic in it.
I will see it.
Uh, I also this one was almost in my top 10, but then I saw The Brutalist and Real Pain, and it dropped everything down. The Beekeeper. I absolutely loved that Jason Statham. It's a
What?
trash action movie, but I had
Total
so
trash.
much fun with it.
Oh, it's a fun film to watch,
Yes.
but not very good.
No, it's not very good, but it's so much fun.
I will
Uh,
give you
uh,
that.
and Long Legs. Long Legs and
Which I did not
Nosferatu.
like. Did not like. And then Nosferatu, I
Okay.
suspected to be on your top 10 list. So,
Hmm.
Doug, do you want to do the famous phrase or should I do our famous phrase? What would you like to kick this off? It's a new
I
year. It's your big jets.
all right, I'll do it this year or to start the year. Well, Simon, if they make it,
Doug is guaranteed not to get around to it until he has more time.
fair.
We're out of here. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on YouTube. Find us on Twitter, Blue Sky, iTunes, Spotify. Merch is available off our website. I'm Simon Watson. That's Doug Hayner. Thank you for watching.